Hey everybody, we're going into chapter 39 here. I just got back to the dentist, so I'm feeling a little bit interesting, largely a good appointment. But anyway, not here to talk about dentist trips. I'm here to talk about Dune. This chapter, we learn a lot more about the Emperor and some of his biggest concerns. Before I jump into that, I am a sci fantasy author, and if you enjoy a book like Dune, there is a high probability you will enjoy my book, Earth's Door. You may also enjoy the sequel, Crimson Light, which is coming out in summer of 2026. So if you'd like to learn more and kick off a new series during the holidays, please look in the description below. I'm going to be doing some giveaways on my website, www.pjdudek.com. So if you want to sign up for my newsletter, you will be eligible for those, and I'll also keep you up to date on a monthly basis on how book 2 is going. So definitely excited about that. All right, back to chapter 39. So this chapter is nice and tight in terms of there's only two characters. I'm pretty sure it was only Thufir Hawat and Baron Harkonnen. And Thufir is the Baron's new mentat, so it's kind of like this super spy advisor type of person. And he's explaining to the Baron a little bit about the worries the Emperor has over the Fremen people. So we find out, we kind of already knew this, the Emperor has this prison planet called Seleucia Secundus, and it's terrible, it's a total mess. And the Baron, because he's kind of, I don't know, for being a pretty powerful person, he's not fully with it with all the politics. Anyway, he doesn't seem to realize that this prison planet is more than just a prison planet. Essentially, Thufir explains to him that the Emperor is using it as a way to find the strongest people, those who can survive, living there for a while. He plucks those out of this nasty planet and turns them into his elite fighting group, the Sardaukar. And that's who the Emperor sends around the galaxy to keep order and cause chaos and basically maintain power. Now, the Emperor is concerned about the Fremen being an equally, if not more powerful fighting force because, first of all, they're used to a harsh environment on Arrakis, and secondly, because they're just constantly beat up because whoever's running that planet just treats them like terrible. So he knows that it wouldn't take much to get the Fremen to rally behind someone and be a major threat to the Empire. Now, this is where the chapter honestly gets a little bit confusing because it goes into some detail about that's why the Emperor was kind of sending the Atreides over to Arrakis, and that maybe he was concerned that Duke Leto was going to potentially have an elite fighting force, in which case I'm not sure why he would have sent him there. I thought he sent them there to basically lay a trap so that the Harkonnens could come in and then knock out the Atreides family so the Atreides generally wouldn't be a threat. But apparently Thufir's telling the Baron that the Emperor is also just generally concerned about whoever's leading that planet could be through oppressing the people, training up a elite fighting force that the ruler of Arrakis could utilize to take over the galaxy. So Thufir's like, hey, you're not going to want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. So you basically have your cousin or whatever who is overseeing Arrakis. Have your cousin keep sending you tribute, but keep your hands off in terms of whatever he's doing on the planet so that it looks like if anything happens with the Fremen and they rise up, that you have nothing to do with it. And then the Emperor won't see you as a threat. He'll just see your cousin as a threat, and then, everything will be fine. So Thufir's playing some weird politics here with the Baron, and the Baron realizes this sounds like good advice. I don't exactly know what happens in the following book, so maybe this is a bunch of setup that actually is going to happen. I'm not sure. But I did like it tying in with Paul's visions. What I didn't like is how kind of confusing it was with what was going on with the Emperor and sending Leto over there and how that tied with the Fremen. But I do get it that if you don't want to get killed by the Emperor, you don't want to make it look like you're creating a super army of Fremen. So that made sense. We're going to be on chapter 40 here pretty soon. That's a pretty big milestone. And I don't know, we're getting very close to the end of the book. I'll keep you posted when I get to the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.